Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively. Y'all know anything about this?
Here's the thing. I will always believe the victim. Okay. They can never make me like Blake Lively. I also think she's lying. I don't know. I would like to support her case because I have seen the screenshots between like Justin Baldoni and his team and like the screenshots and the text messages and, all that they did. But I just really, really can't bring myself to side with Blake Lively. She's just like always been off. There's just always something about her that's been off. I feel like she tries very hard to be likable in the way Jennifer Lawrence is likable, where they're like, their whole thing is that they're like so quirky and, just a regular girl and they're funny, and she's not that girl. She comes off as very mean girl, very full of herself kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can all mutually agree. Both sides of this case, Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, they both just seem like unlikable people, right? Like,
well, I like Justin Baldoni as a person, as an actor. He had his whole podcast talking about like masculinity and what it means to be a man and all this stuff. So I know he's like spoken out about women's rights, and a lot of people were saying too that they were making fun of him in Death Note. That whole nice Death Note character is based off of Justin Baldoni with the man bun and the way he talks about his wife and this.
Joker looks confused because you got into anime. Deadpool, not Death Note.
What did I say? Death Note?
You said
My
Death Note.
Deadpool. Guys, it's so early in the morning.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, I was like, Death Note? What?
Deadpool. Sorry, the Deadpool character, the nice one, like the hippie one. It's supposed to be based off of Justin Baldoni, supposedly. I don't know if that's true.
I didn't even know Blake Lively had like all this hate either. I mean, I don't keep up, obviously. Really? But
because have you not seen the interviews she's done? Like,
she's weird in interviews.
That's what I'm saying, is that she tries, I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like she tries to come off in the same way Jennifer Lawrence comes off, which is like their humor is kind of like quirky, sarcastic, but it's like, it's funny. They're joking. Hers comes off as very mean girl, very like, what the heck are you talking about? Like, she'd be talking to people crazy. But no, yeah, she had the whole thing with the interview, where the interviewer was like, oh, talking about her pregnancy, and then she was like talking about how far along she is, and then she was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Bro, you already announced your pregnancy. I don't know why you're acting weird about it. And then she's like asking the reporter how far along she was. Something like crazy, something like that.
The only weird one I saw was like when she was doing an interview, but then all of a sudden she started talking to like her co-star as like
it's the same one.
Kind of. It's the same one where they're like ignoring the interviewer, kind of.
Literally the same one. And the interviewer posted that video. She said something about it, and then I think she responded to it, was trying to explain herself. I don't remember. But then the same thing happened kind of with Anne Hathaway, where she also had like a bad interview with the same interviewer, and that's when people were like, what are you asking these people like before the camera turns on for them to be like so standoffish with you? So a lot of people were saying maybe it was the interviewer, maybe the actor was just having a bad day. I don't know. I think Anne Hathaway can do no wrong. I think she's America's sweetheart. I think she's Princess Genovia. She can't do anything. Blake Lively, I 100% think that she did something wrong in that case, because she also had her interviews with like Anna Kendrick, where they're both saying like very passive aggressive things to each other. I don't think Anna Kendrick likes her as a co-star, as a person, as like an individual, as an actor. I also don't think that she was that good an actor when, I don't know if you guys have seen the new one. No, the one she's in with Justin Baldoni. I forgot the name of it.
It Ends With Us.
It Ends With Us. Nobody liked her acting in it. Nobody liked the styling she put the character in. The outfits were really horrendous. And like, apparently, obviously, for obvious reason, the book is always better. But they didn't like how they presented her character, which I think is funny because she was the one that had a lot of like directive, authority over it. And there was also no intimacy coordinator on the set. And she agreed with that. I don't know. It was just very strange the way everything came out.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen a whole lot from Blake Lively. She's never really been on my radar. What I don't want to happen is for Blake Lively shenanigans to make me hate Ryan Reynolds. Because I love me some Ryan Reynolds. That's my boy.
I do like Ryan Reynolds. I will stand by this. I've always loved Ryan Reynolds. I think he's a good actor. But it does say something about the fact that he's married to Blake Lively. I hate to say it, but it does say something about him.
It's unfortunate. I want to believe in Blake Lively because I believe. I love Ryan Reynolds so much. I got freaking Mint Mobile.
Yeah,
I did that for
Mr.
Ryan
Mint Mobile
Reynolds
himself. Yeah,
I said, screw you, T-Mobile. I'm siding with Ryan Reynolds. And now this, I might have to go back to T-Mobile because of Blake Lively.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that case is going. I know it kind of died down.
Well, okay, so there's been a major update in the case. So I guess Justin Baldoni had two huge lawsuits that were involved. One, he was suing Blake Lively for, I think he was suing her for defamation. And then he was suing New York Times for defamation. Both of those got overturned.
Okay.
And if you want like the full story, whatever, go watch Spill Sesh. I forgot her name over there on Spill Sesh, but she's awesome. She's basically an entertainment reporter. Y'all should probably check her out too. But yeah, so I guess they both got overturned. The one against Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds was because he was basing that lawsuit based on the lawsuit. It was a countersuit. So he was basing that countersuit on the suit that she initially filed. And the court is like, yeah, you can't do that. Like, that's all confidential. Like, you can't sue her for coming to sue you over some harassment stuff. Like, that's not how that works. So that one got overturned. And then for the New York Times one, I think he just like didn't have enough. Because in order for it to be like a legit defamation case, they have to be able to prove that New York Times knew that it was false information and they did it anyway.
I see.
And New York Times is standing by it. They're like, no, our stuff's legit. We took a care. We did our homework and it's legit. We're standing by our story. Because the New York Times is the one who put out the text messages and stuff.
Yeah.
That was initially in Blake Lively's court. But yeah, those two got overturned. So it's right now, at least, Blake Lively's coming out pretty rosy. I don't know if that's going to be like the finishing blow. Because this case has already gone on for way longer than I thought it would. That's why I haven't touched it. I thought it was just going to be like over and done with. But nah, this thing keeps on evolving.
I'm surprised. I don't know. I think publicly it did her more harm than good. Legally, it might be a different story, but I don't know. I think she was getting a lot of hate for the movie, and a lot of people were saying that's why she came out with the case in the first place. And a lot of people were saying like it was a ploy to get people to side with her and not side with Jason Baldoni anymore. I don't know how true that is, but again, I would like to believe Blake Lively because the texts are really bad. I also just hate Blake Lively.
Yeah. In the court of public opinion, Blake Lively and unfortunately Ryan Reynolds are not coming out of here unscathed.
Oh, 100%. No. Ever.
Joker, I mean, will this affect your opinion? Because you're a Ryan Reynolds guy too, right? Like, does this affect your opinion of Ryan Reynolds? What do you think of Blake Lively? What's your stance on all this?
Again, like I don't usually know much about Blake Lively. I've seen her throughout the years, but like I've never kept up with her. It's mostly the focus has always been for Ryan Reynolds for me. But even then, to me, he's like, yeah, he's whatever. He's a good actor, but I'm not dying to see whatever he's in next.
Fair enough.
Ever since Just Friends, I've been all about Ryan Reynolds. Love that guy.
I like him in. You remember Waiting, that fast food movie?
I don't think I ever watched that. Was that a comedy?
Yeah, it's like a comedy. It's very like tongue in cheek, kind of raunchy comedy. That was a good time.
Oh, by the way, we also mentioned Anne Hathaway, The Shape of You. Was that what the movie was called? The Shape of You on Amazon.
I don't know what that is.
She came out with a movie where she like a cougar. Dear goodness, Anne Hathaway still got it. Can I just mention that? Dear goodness, she still got it. She a little older, but dear goodness, Anne Hathaway still got it.
What is that movie about? Okay, what's the movie about? What's the movie about?
I think it started as like a fan fiction wrote about what's that One Direction guy that everyone's Harry Styles. Okay,
Harry Styles. It's Harry Styles and what's that one girl who
Olivia
directed? Did she direct what is it? Hello, Darling, or Darling?
Don't
something?
Worry, Darling. Yeah,
Don't
the Harry
Worry,
Styles.
Darling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Olivia Munn.
Yes.
Because of their
yes,
public
yes.
relationship, I guess.
Supposedly. I don't know if that's
Olivia,
how
Olivia
accurate
Wilde,
that
not
is.
Olivia Munn.
Olivia Wilde.
My bad.
Poor Olivia Munn. Leave Olivia Munn out of this.
Wow,
Olivia Wilde.
Supposedly.
Olivia Wilde. Okay. Olivia Wilde. I'm picturing it now.
She used to be one of my celebrity crushes too, but man, she messy. Olivia Wilde, messy as heck. It's like, dang, her poor husband.
She living up to the last name.
I think he gave her his divorce papers while she was on a press tour. Like while
As
she was on stage. Yeah.
As
Literally
she
on
should,
stage talking. Got served paperwork.
Apparently, her and Harry Styles were on set of the movie in the trailer, just getting it on out loud. Like they weren't even trying to hide it. Could you imagine hearing like your wife is in the trailer and they're just like, things is bumping, just
What was that?
Bumping with
Don't
style.
ever do that ever again.
that's what the trailer.
Keep that to yourself.
That's what the
Was
trailer
that Harry
looked like.
or Olivia?
That was both.
Keep that to yourself, actually. But yeah, so supposedly that's supposed to be based off of their relationship. I don't know how true that is, but
Yeah.
maybe it was just inspiration.
Well, I was inspired after watching that movie.
The Shape of You?
Yes.
I heard it was good. People were just saying a lot about her acting, that she has like Botox face now, but I think they just don't understand the scene.
It's called The Idea of You.
The idea of you.
It's the idea of you.
We're like murdering all of these names.
I know.
It's too early.
Sorry, if you came here for factual,
Accurate
legitimate
news
reporting, this ain't it.
This ain't the one.
We here to throw
Affable,
opinions.
not accountable.
Yeah, this is an opinion-based channel, alright? Nobody fact-check any of this information. We could be miserably wrong.
I know I'm usually very, very on base and factual with every statement, but yeah, not all the time. Every now and again, I'm a little off base.
Like 99.9999% of the time.
Just a tiny
Like
bit.
the Richter.